Hi there, thank you for joining me again. My name is Wale Lawal. I am a real estate agent and a real estate investor here in the Houston, Texas market. So after my 3 years and 3 months with EXP Realty, I have decided to move on to LPT. So LPT is my new brokerage. I actually, discussed this with some of my team members and some of my very close friends, and they were very surprised. Hey Wale, why are you moving? It seems you're crushing it with EXP Realty. We've seen the award you've received. Why are you leaving? So in this video, I want to put this out there why I actually decided to leave EXP Realty and join LPT. To be honest, EXP is a very great company, great people. I love the support system there. And of course, the technology is one of the big things that made me to join them in the first place. So this is not going to be anything negative about EXP. If you're looking for any negative thing about EXP, I would say this is not the right video for you. I'll keep it positive. I will just be sharing my own side of the story, my personal experience, and the reasons why I actually switched brokerage from EXP to LPT Realty. Now, both brokerage are very good. I will say that again, and I will say that you can actually succeed in any of this brokerage, because at the end of the day, let's face it, you are the one that determines your success, not your brokerage. But the brokerage have a little bit to play in your success, because if they don't have an enabling environment, or they don't have the right platform, or the right marketing, or the right technology, you may find it very hard to actually succeed within that environment, or you may have to work twice as you need to work. So that's why choosing the brokerage is also very important. But most importantly, you need to develop your skill as a real estate agent. So that being said, I will go into my top 10 reasons why I decided to part way with EXP Realty and join LPT Realty. Number one, $15,000 is the cap here. Now, LPT has a 2 business model. So you can go to the business builder, which is the business plan, or you go to the revenue share business plan. So they pretty much 2 brokerage under one umbrella. So now there is a rev share opportunity for you if that's the route you want to go. But back to the story, 80-20 is still the split. You have a $5,000 cap as a business builder, which means you want to keep a lot of your money. You are only paying $500 per transaction, up to $5,000. Once you pay the company up to $5,000, you start keeping 100% of your commission. The only thing you have to pay is $195 per transaction, which you can easily pass on to your client if you choose to do that. So that is the number one reason. For the other business plan is the rev share. The rev share is 80-20, similar to EXP plan, but the cap is $15,000 instead of $16,000 with EXP. And also, once you cap, they give you back that's your $15,000 in form of marketing dollar, which I'm going to get into in my subsequent reason. But just know that they have 80-20 business plan, and they have a $5,000 flat fee, which is called 100% brokerage, because you're keeping 100% of your money. You're only paying $500 per file, up to $5,000. That's very, very important. That is my number one reason. The number two reason is that, like I mentioned a little bit, the cap is really low. $5,000 in a year. That is very good for a lot of agents that are not full-time agents, that are not crushing it, at that time. Of course, everybody want to crush it, but we all know that it takes time to build a business. It takes time to start getting the momentum. So before you get the momentum or the traction that you need, you can actually be on that business builder plan by just paying $500 per file, up to $5,000. And after you pay that, if you think you are now stable and you can close up to 35 or more transactions in a year, then you can switch to the rev share business plan, which is now going to put you on the 80-20 split with the LPT, which is $15,000 cap. Number 3 on my list is that as a top producing agent, I will be receiving my $15,000 back in form of a marketing dollar. So at EXP, the cap is $16,000, and once you sell, once you become an icon agent, which require you to sell, at least 21 transactions. Of course, you have to pay the cap first. After you pay the cap, and that's the first criteria to become an icon. The second criteria is you have to sell additional production requirement, which I don't want to get into. But with my 3 years with EXP, I actually, I was an icon 3 times. So this is something I'm already doing. I already built the reps to close more transactions. So, but EXP give that $16,000 back to you in form of stocks, and there are some string attached to this. You need to do some cultural commitment. You need to be able to attend the events, among other things that was just not really working for me. So I decided to look for a better platform that suits my own personality and how I want to really conduct my business. So I'll be getting the $15,000 back, and the good thing is that I don't have to use that $15,000 for stocks. I can reinvest that money into my business, double down on my marketing, double down on whatever is working for me in my business, so that way I can now even see a better result in the subsequent years, as compared to somebody really forcing me to invest my cap into a stocks. We never can tell what will happen to. Number 4 reason is that it is $0 to join this company, which means it welcomes a lot of agents. Also, it is also $0 monthly fee. You don't pay any monthly fee. At EXP is $90. I'm paying here in Texas. It used to be $85, but they changed it to $90 they say they're adding some taxes on it. So $90, but as a new agent or as a part-time agent that you don't sell a lot of houses, you will not be paying this $90 every month. You are simply hanging your license. If you do a transaction, that is when they will collect a $500 annual technology fee from you. If you never sell a house for the whole 1 year, you don't pay the brokerage anything. But once you sell your first home, they will remove the $500 annual technology fee, which cover all the tools that you use. We use Loop, we use Chime CRM here, and among other things that we use. Those are the money that kind of cover that. Also, we cover your error and omission as well, because we know that as a real estate professional, we have to carry E&O, error and omission, which protects you in case of something happens. So that is what that $500 is all about. But apart from that $500, the only thing you pay every time is when you close transaction, which is your $195 per file. Now you can easily pass this one to your client, which I mentioned at the beginning. So this is something you should be aware of. This company is very flexible to work with any agent. As a matter of fact, their motto is our brokerage for life, meaning that we are flexible to listen to our agent, to understand what they need, and we are not too proud to adjust our brokerage model to accommodate as much agent as possible, of course, provided it's reasonable. If anybody want to do something unreasonable, it doesn't mean the company is going to welcome it, because at the end of the day, let's face it, this is a business. So, but they welcome idea. They want to talk to you. They want to see what is working. They want to, listen to agent and implement stuff that will really help the company to grow even better. The number 5 on my list is that there is a revenue sharing opportunity. Now, revenue share is something that is gaining a lot of momentum in the real estate space, or in the real estate brokerage space. Now, revenue share, it's when a brokerage is trying to grow the company and they don't want to throw a lot of dollars in the TV ads, Google ads, Facebook ads, or radio ads. They are incentivizing agents, real estate agents that are already in the brokerage, to pretty much preach the gospel to anybody that that is a real estate agent or aspiring real estate agent. So that way, once they they understand the model and they see it a good fit, they can now join you at the brokerage. You now become their sponsor. That is what the rev share is all about. And this is how a lot of company has been growing really fast. This is what has really helped EXP Realty to be as big as they are today. And this is the exact thing that LPT is doing. So now, rev share is not compulsory. You do not have to do revenue share. Rev share is just, see it as an icing on the cake. If you really want to explore that route, you want to help the company to grow, and as a matter of you helping the company to grow, the company is also compensating you for your effort. So I like the fact that the company also have a revenue share that allow agents to make additional income, you know, so that way they can have a retirement plan, and if they don't want to sell real estate again after some age, they can choose to do that. Number 6 on my list is lead generation and top-notch marketing strategies. LPT actually means listing power tool. So Robert Palmer is the broker, and he's a marketing genius because he has owned this listing power tools, which is pretty much a print of marketing materials. If you just have a house for sale, there's a lot of prints. You have the door hanger, you have the flyer, you have the text call, you have the, you know, website design, among other things that this is supposed to do. So it's a listing power tools. When you get one listing, they want you to be able to use that one listing you get as a domino effect to get the next one, and they help you to market the hell out of that property, so that way you can get the next listing, probably in the same neighborhood or, you know, in the same city. Because of this marketing, which I was not getting at EXP, I'm pretty much the one spending all my money to do any form of marketing. So I saw this as an opportunity to actually even expand more, because I saw it that it's closing 70 houses in a year without much of marketing support. What if I now have that, you know, marketing support? Somebody is actually spending their dollar into my business to help me even, you know, explode whatever I've been doing. So that is why I joined LPT, because I like the marketing idea. Now, talking about the marketing, LPT also purchased a lot of zip codes in any market where they have a lot of agents, and that agent made a request that, hey, I would like to be receiving Zillow leads, and they will give you leads from there, which is a free lead from you, right? Now, when I say free lead, it means that you are not spending any of your money up front. It's in form of a referral. Once the deal closes, LPT will take their 35% referral fee, which is pretty standard, you know, in the industry today as at 2023. Now, you don't have to take it. If you don't want that, you don't have to take that referral. Just generate your own lead on your own and you'll be fine. But they have that option for you, similar to UpCity, even Zillow Premier Agent or Zillow Flex. These are, you know, kind of creative way that LPT is generating lead for their agent, because the company is real estate first, and Robert Palmer truly mean that real estate first. He wants every agent to sell real estate, because that is how the company is able to sustain its business model. That's how the company is able to grow, and that's how the company is able to help as many people to achieve financial freedom as much as possible. So I like the marketing idea. Now, before I leave the marketing, they also protect your listing. So if you're a listing agent of 123 Main Street and that property is showing on Zillow, Zillow will not show any other agents for that property. It will be you. So what does that mean? If anybody want to make inquiry about that property, the leads are coming back to you instead of Zillow sharing the lead to some of their premier agents. So this is something I see that this is very genius, and I'm not surprised, because our founder and the CEO, Robert Palmer, is a marketing genius. As a matter of fact, he also have a mortgage company that has made a lot of money. So he's transferring all these skills of marketing, of, you know, getting listings, and of, you know, successful mortgage company into real estate, and is helping real estate agents to be successful and actually achieve a financial freedom for their family. Now, number 7 is that it is much easier to unlock tier 7. If you don't understand how rev share work, there is tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, tier 6, tier 7. At EXP, it's extremely difficult for a lot of people to pass, tier 3. So I also saw that it looks like EXP has achieved, good amount of success, and there is little to no room for an average agent to actually attract other agents. So I saw that if I have to grow, then I need a conducive environment, and LPT is that conducive environment for me. So tier 7 is easy to unlock. All you need is 15 agents directly sponsored by you, and you can unlock that tier 7. So what does that mean? It means you can get paid from somebody in your downline. Number 7. Number 8 on my list is branding and marketing tools. I a little bit mentioned about this. LPT have a luxury brand. They have a in-house marketing expert. They do a lot of printing. They do a lot of ads. As a matter of fact, they are putting my face on the billboard. Once you join LPT and you make the request, within your 1 month of joining the company, they will put your face on the billboard, all over the cities of where you work. And this is a digital billboard, so it's just rotating you and other agents. So that is something that is really good for an average agent like me, because we want to get more exposure, and I don't want to spend my money to get that exposure. So the company is spending their own dollars to do that for me. Now, number 9 is to recruit assistants. Now, recruit assistants simply means that if you are a buyer agent and you work with another agent, they will, after you close the deal, they will follow up on your behalf. Most of these are a little bit of automation and some prints. So they will follow up with that other agent. They call it cooperating agent, the agent on the other side. So if you are working with the buyer, if you're a buyer agent, they'll follow up with the listing agent. If you're the listing agent, they will follow up with the buyer agent and help you educate them and inform them about the opportunities that LPT has to offer, and of course potentially see if that agent want to jump on the Zoom call and see if it's a good opportunity for them. And if it's a good opportunity for them, they will of course bring them on board to LPT, and you will see that person under you as your downline. So this is another thing that EXP doesn't have, and it's extremely difficult to be crushing production and also crushing attraction. So I pretty much see that, okay, if I can have a recruit assistant, a system or person that is following up on my behalf, on those agents I've worked with, then it makes my life easier, and it can also allow me to grow my revenue share as fast as reasonably possible. There is a free stocks here. It means that for every house you sell, there's a way they give you stocks. And also, as an early adopter, I tend to get 1.4x multiplier. 1.4x means that I'm one of the early adopter in the company. If you join, this is state specific. I think it's no longer like that in Florida, but if you join in a state that they have not achieved the number of agents count they want, or they are not fully maximize their potential in that state, they will give you what we call an early adopter, meaning that they will give you some additional incentives to encourage you to join them, and of course to appreciate you for taking the chances to even partner with the company. Now, these stocks are they are not public yet. We are hoping they will be public sometimes in 2025. But as of now, we're just accumulating the stocks, and it's just sitting there. We don't know the exact value, and in the future, there will be more information on this one. But I see it as an opportunity, not as a risk, because you don't want to join a company when everything is set. It means there is no growth again. You have to join the company when there are still a little bit of work to do. So that's when you want to join the company, so that way you can ride along with the growth and grow together and have that tailwind, as compared to you having the fighting the head. So I love tailwind. I don't like fighting the wave. I like to follow the I probably mentioned more than 10 already, but the last one I'll put here is that the company is cloud brokerage. They are also debt-free, which is a good thing. That means we're not borrowing money from, some capital group or some company to run the organization. So the company is very flexible, the technology is very good, and among other things I can tell you. So we also have a mastermind here, a lot of successful agents that are sharing their top secrets of what has worked for them, what has not worked for them. So these are my own reasons why I decided to join LPT. Most of these are very personal to me. Oh, before I go, another reason is that LPT is very flexible with how you can run your team. So at EXP actually have me to charge some of my agents. I think the minimum is about 25%. I am not allowed to charge any agent under my team anything less than 25% of their commission. And if I have to do anything less, I need to get a special approval. So which it doesn't really go with my philosophy. I want agents to keep more of their money. So I see this as something that is not really working for me. So I had to leave. So for LPT, I can run the team however I want. If I say I only want to get 5% of their commission, that's fine. If I only want to get 10% of their commission, that's fine, because at the end of the day, I want whoever partner with me to keep all their money if possible. If not possible, maybe give a little bit out for the help and support they are getting from their team lead, which is me. So that being said, I hope you find value here. This is my personal journey. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you think there is additional benefit about LPT that you've heard of that I did not mention here? Do you think you have any opinion, any suggestion, or anything that you think you still don't understand about what I've explained? Please put the comment below. I will be in the comment section. I'll be replying them. And of course, before you go, make sure to like this video, click on that notification bell, share this video with anybody you think is going to help. At the end of the day, we want to make more money as a real estate agent, as a real estate professional, and of course, be a top producer, because if you're not a top producer yet, you have to become one, because life gets a little bit more easier when you're closing more deals. So at the end of the day, we want to help each other. We want to help ourselves. We want to help ourselves to grow. We want to help our family. And we want to achieve a success, whatever success means to you. I want you to achieve that. So make sure to click that notification bell so you can receive my next video. And that being said, please, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.